This is the Kailh Deep Sea switch. And actually, no, we don't have any official name of this switch in English, but if we scour around Kailh's Weibo page, then we know that this switch is actually called Senhai in Mandarin, which literally means deep sea. This is an entirely new switch from Kailh and it focuses on silence. Call it a weird fetish or whatever you want. I am someone who has very sensitive ears and I'm already using a silent keyboard, which is this one. And yet I am very tempted to make the switch to this new Kailh Deep Sea switch. Let's go through why. Here's a little bit of backstory first. When I first started using the Cherry MX Silent Red key switch on one of the Leopold keyboards that we reviewed 2 years ago or something like that, I immediately fell in love with that switch because of its silence. And then I also got myself this keyboard, the Leopold FC750 RPD, which uses the Cherry MX Silent Red key switch. And I specifically chose Leopold because they do have these kind of foam pieces underneath their keycaps, which further absorbs more sound. And since then, the Leopold FC750 RPD is my daily driver, and I thought, not think, that this is my endgame keyboard. But this Kailh Deep Sea switch though, it made me feel something. It made me feel like I want to cheat on this keyboard because of its silence. The overall specs of the Kailh Deep Sea switch is slightly different compared to the MX Silent Reds, as they both have the same 45 grams of force to bottom out, but the actuation point and total travel distance of the Kailh Deep Sea switch is 0.1 millimeters shorter. Sometimes when I'm in the heat of the moment and I start typing real fast, I can get about 110 words per minute easily. With such speed means that I can't actually control my force consistently throughout what keys I'm pressing. So it will start to bleed out more noise. As you know, these kind of Cherry MX Silent Red switches, they still give out a bit of a ping even though they are dampeners on the stem itself. You just have a few contact points at the stem's top and bottom part. But the Kailh Deep Sea switch is essentially a new design innovated from the existing Kailh box switches design, and it comes with a dampening foam inside the switch housing's bottom part. This dampening material is not thick, but it is equally spread out across the bottom housing, and the top housing also has two lines of dampeners across the stem part. And again, they are not on the stem, they are on the switch's housing. This means that the sound is much more evenly absorbed, I would say, as opposed to the Cherry MX Silent Reds. So enough about the specs or what this switch is all about. Let's just do a quick typing test and listen to what this switch actually sounds like. Now, it's not going to be an apples-to-apples comparison between the Leopold FC750 RPD against this keyboard, but I think you should get the idea that they both are really silent to the point where I have to boost up the volume until you can hear the background noise and the background hum in my room. Now, unfortunately though, I don't have any details regarding the availability or the price of the Kailh Deep Sea switch. And yeah, there is just zero information about this switch online. I can't find it on Taobao. I can't find any more information on Kailh's website. And the only part I can find any information is again on Kailh's Weibo page. I can't even find any information about this keyboard because Kailh also sent in this entire keyboard, which I think is made by Hexgear, and this is one of the most versatile keyboard kits that I've encountered so far. You got your USB dongle for wireless connectivity, Bluetooth, USB mode, on-off switch, this kind of USB Type-C port here for charging, and yeah, Kailh or Hexgear, if you're watching this, please make this available for sale too. I'm sure a lot of people will want this keyboard case. So yeah, that's all we have to share with you about the Kailh Deep Blue switch. Loving this switch so far, and yeah, Kailh, if you have any idea how much is this gonna be, please contact us. All the contact information is down below, and I'm looking forward to cheat on my keyboard with this switch.